We're here to show you a look at Disney Springs during the holidays. Come join us. So here we are at World of Disney, all decked out for the holidays. It's so pretty inside with all the lights and all the merch. See the tinsel everywhere and the lights and the decorations. It makes it really festive. This is, you all know World of Disney is, I think this is the biggest Disney store in the world. It's huge. There's a section after section after section. And look at the really beautiful tree in the middle. And there's ornament Stitch. When you could hang him. He looks like an ornament, really cute. Here's a car set. I think this is I've never seen this before. It's like a Mack hauler with all the cars inside, which is super cool. And they all have their little place. We were trying to test it out, but it wasn't really working. Here you have some Christmas, kind of like Nutcracker Mickey, which is really cute. There's more Stitch. Here's a super cool train. Disney Holiday Magic. Disney Holiday Magic. There's Christmas lights. You can wear them around your neck and turn them on. They light up. It's good for the parades or at night. If you're walking around the park at night or if you're going to the Christmas party, you can look all festive. There's the castle. Different Loungefly bags. Lots of Spirit jerseys. This is a really cool Spirit jersey. I love the pink color. Festive Christmas colors Loungefly mini bag. This is a Tiana Spirit jersey. So the sign says it's on sale for $50, but I'm not sure if it was that one or not. These are really cool new bags. There's Figment and there's Mickey and Minnie. It's like a fabric material instead of the regular Loungefly. That's a kind of different approach to the bags. And there's Figment and there's more bags and there's a whole Pluto section right there. Cute animations on the wall. Mickey and Minnie on the carousel. There's a Winnie the Pooh little magnet. There's another cool Christmas sweatshirt. 'Tis the season, it says. These are the peppermint ears and the peppermint Loungefly for the holidays. That's another really cool item they have right now. It's an ornament you can hang. That's more for like outside of a house or not really for your tree. I think it's too heavy. Here's a big giant Stitch. We see him everywhere. And this is the whole plushie section. You have all kinds of plushies. All the characters. Even some obscure ones. And here we have the ones wrapped in blankets. You see these in all the gift shops and everything, but this is just a much larger scale because they have every character. And as you can see, this store goes on and on. There's signs telling you seasonal is this way, jewelry is that way, housewares is another way. Here's some more cuddlies. There's more Winnie the Pooh and Eeyore. Princesses. Oh, there's Tigger. There's the Inside Out characters. These are the big cuddlies. Buzz and Woody hanging out. It's so pretty with all the decorations in here. This seems to be the Star Wars section. Spider-Man also. Disney racers, all these different cool little cars shaped like the characters. There's little snowflakes on the floor. Here's some holiday bags, tote bags you can buy. Holiday t-shirts. They look like candy canes or wreaths. There's Minnie peeking through. Winnie the Pooh. Here's some ornaments. Those are really pretty. They're glass ornaments with, looks like the castle inside. And here's more ornaments of all the characters dressed in their Christmas outfits. And then here's some individual ones, Mickey and Minnie. That's really cute. Lots and lots of ornaments, of course, this time of year. And there's some Mickey hats, Santa hats, some jewelry. This big Merry Christmas sign, some pillows, Christmas plates. Here's all the seasonal sweaters and sweatshirts, and there's Mickey and Minnie. There's a cardigan with the castle. That's really pretty. Some other snowflakes. Cute gingerbread looking pillows. Spirit jerseys with the decorations on them. Some more Santa hats, some more the pinwheels. And how cool is this Winnie the Pooh sweater? But apparently it lights up. We couldn't get, here's some like flannel stuff. Here's some more sweaters. These look like candy bars, maybe? Oh, like little Christmas tree plastic things with little M&Ms, red and green and white. Here's some more candy bars. Little stockings. Those are really cute. Those, you could actually hang those on the tree. There's some small little stockings. And here we have some Nightmare Before Christmas merch. Here's some Crocs and some other sweatshirts and t-shirts. Cute tree, pretty. Some more lounge flies. Some more animation on the wall. All kinds of toys and figurines and collectibles. There's Zurg. There's some lightsabers. There's Donald in his holiday outfit. There's some presents. Wonder who they're for. I bet the big one's for Mickey. Here's the train again that we saw when we first came in. Oh, now the lights are flashing. That's pretty too. I don't think they were doing that before. Here's some hats and caps and ears. All different characters. Cute little characters on the walls, on the up top. And this now is the Lego store. They have the most unbelievably amazing Legos, a whole Disney section. That's brand new. That's Belle's the Beast's castle. And there's the Beast and Belle in front. That's really pretty. These are the Duplos for little smaller kids. With Winnie the Pooh and his gang. There's Hey Hey. There's the Dalmatians. Lightning McQueen. There's Stitch, Holiday Stitch with his ice cream cone. And they really have sets for all ages. The Duplos are for like really little kids. And then it goes all the way up to huge. This one's $400 from Star Wars. This is really cool. The Slam Dunk Nike one. I've never seen that before. And here you have the Goonies ship, which may also be new. Really cool vending machine, gumball machine. The Italian Riviera. That's really cool. The details alone, the people sitting on the balconies and the boats. It's amazing. That's the Eiffel Tower, believe it or not. Which, I mean, if you have room to do that and store that, that's amazing. Here we have Christmas Santa. I mean, Lego Santa. Obviously Christmas. Some different kind of ornaments. There's race cars. There's small little ones if you just want something to do in your spare time, or there's big ones if you want to take on a big project. Pretty much every character, everything you could think of is here. Those are all race, the Batmobile, Marvel, the Avengers Tower is here. Iron Man. That's Batman's Asylum. Batmobile. Space Invaders. There's some more cars. There's the small version of the castle. There's from up, there's from inside out. Lego keychains. Star Wars spaceships. They have the Death Star. ATST. There's R2D2. C3PO. You can see the ages on these. Some of these are 10 plus, some of these are 12 plus. I think it goes higher than that. There might even be 18 plus for the really, really big sets. But every ship you could think of, there's an Ewok. Everything is here. Here's a whole set of Minecraft, different Minecraft Legos. Basketball player. That's really cool. There's more Star Wars. Baby Yoda. Stranger Things. Here's the whole crew. Here's planes and different landmarks. That's Dungeons and Dragons, that's Lord of the Rings. Castles, Trevi Fountain. There's the Riviera again. There's the aircraft shuttle. There's a whole aquarium. You can actually make this whole aquarium. Planet Hollywood and the Coca-Cola store. All the neat decorations around the outside. It's Stargazers, that's a bar. And there's the balloon. You can go up in that balloon. It's a separate fee, and it lifts you up at a certain height, and then you can see all around Orlando and Disney, and probably Universal and all the areas around it. Doesn't operate if it's windy or bad weather, but on a nice day, it goes several times a day. Here's just a look at some of the many restaurants in and around Disney Springs. Enzo's Hideaway. Coming up on STK. There's some kiosks. One sells socks, I believe. Coming up on the right is Homecoming, Chef Art Smith's Homecoming, which is a really popular restaurant. And coming up on the left is, well, STK, and then next to that is Morimoto's from Iron Chef. This is part of Art Smith's Homecoming on the other side. Here's the chef's hard at work at Morimoto. They also have a Morimoto street food section, which is more kind of like grab and go. It's not a sit down. I mean, I think there are seating inside, but it's more of a, like, small bites. And here's a look at the menu. They have some sushi, they have some ribs, they have drinks. Here's Raglan Road. It's an Irish restaurant. They have Irish dancing inside. They have a separate bar, I believe. And this here is the line for, here's the sign for Morimoto Asia. And this line you see is the line for Gideon's Cookie Shop. Here's the menu. Every month they have a new menu. This is the December menu. As you're waiting online, you can see the sushi bar, part of Morimoto. Here's the sign outside of Gideon's. We're still in line for Gideon's. Across the way is Wine Bar George, which is very popular. I believe it's more like a wine bar, but they also have a lot of small plates and very good food from what I've heard. Really pretty decorations as well. Here's the front of Gideon's. Here we are going in. It's really cool in here. It's like a creepy bookstore with all this crazy artwork and so if you haven't heard of Gideon's, each cookie weighs a half a pound, and they're unreal. They also have unbelievable cake slices and cold brew coffees, and it's a really cool place. Gideon's gets so busy that sometimes there's actual virtual queue that you sign in for, and it could call you back like 3-4 hours later for your place in line. We probably waited about half hour on the regular line outside. Just depends how busy it is and how long the line is. We're getting closer to the cookies. And here are the cookies. So each month they have two special cookies of the month, I guess they call it. So this is the Kris Kringle cookie. And then this is the Cookie von Krampus. The Cookie von Krampus, I believe, is a dark chocolate with mint. The other one is vanilla with a coffee extract in it. Then they have pistachio toffee chocolate chip and regular chocolate chip, the original one, which we've had a couple times, really good. Banana bread chocolate chip, also very good. You really can't go wrong here. And here are the cakes. The cake slices are that's a whole cake, which is crazy. But you could see the slices could easily serve many people. And they usually have a selection of, like you see here, 5 or 6. Here's Jock Lindsay's Hanger Bar. It's called the Hanger Bar, but right now it's called the Holiday Bar. And oddly enough, there was a whole group of women dressed as Santa outside. And here the special holiday menu that they have. There's the front of Wine Bar George. Just a little pavilion where you can sit and eat your cookies. Sometimes they have bands there. Here's a gelato shop. Joffrey's. Here's Boathouse, which is a great, awesome restaurant. And they actually have the amphicar launch where you can go in a car that goes into the water. And it's like a little boat ride, but it's like you're riding in a car and there's a driver. We've never done it, but it looks really cool. But we love Boathouse. It's a great place. Erin McKenna's Bakery, I believe it's called. There's Orange Bird. There's the infamous T-Rex restaurant. We've been here many, many times. It's really cool. If you haven't been and you have young kids who love dinosaurs, definitely a place to go. There's Uniqlo, another store. Here's the menu. Here's the outsider world of Disney. Usually Stitch spits water, but today he made it snow. For the holidays, it was snowing. Here's Ghirardelli. You can get all kinds of great ice cream sundaes and ice cream sodas and chocolate bars and all kinds of great things in there. And here's a store we love called Basin. They have all kinds of great sea salts and bath bombs and decorative soaps, and not only does it smell really good, but you can get a lot of great stuff in here. And they have great stuff for the holidays, so we picked out a couple of little soaps. for the holidays. These are all soaps. You could either use them on, put them on display, or you can actually use them. But they have all, these are all bath bombs. Mickey ice cream bar soap. They were having a sale this day. I think it was $8.99 each, or 8 for $40, I want to say, something like that. They smell really good. Holly Jolly Mickey. They have a Winnie the Pooh likes body scrub. These are all body butters. Oh, 5 for $40. Sorry.
As you can see by this awesome Toy Story tree, Disney Springs is ready for the holidays. We really hope you enjoyed this look, and we'll see you next time. Bye!